Jananim Sharadam Devi Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Sri Ramakrishna is talking to him, the author of the Gospel, regarding the inner treasure that lies within what our vision is on the outer world. A little spiritual discipline is necessary to understand what is within. The moment you come to know what is within, all things external, because life is so short, we are going to give up our body and go away. We don't know where we go, what we do. Before the body falls off, know who you are, where from you have come, where are you going at least. To that extent, to know oneself within and how to turn this inward. Sri Ramakrishna is telling a little spiritual practices are necessary. Then M is asking, should we do all through the life? Sri Ramakrishna, no. Till your vision on the external world abates and your inner, it turns inward to understand it is there. How, what is holding our attention outside is objects of enjoyment, and we were intensely craving for enjoyments and possessions. Enjoyments and possession, only two things. I want to, mine, I'm holding on to, and I want to enjoy. These two. Sri Ramakrishna uses the term Kamini Kanchana. In English, it must be translated as lust and lucre, but in Bengali word, or it is a basic Sanskrit word, Kamini and Kanchana. Kamini means whatever causes desires in you. And Kamini also means woman. The other aspect of meaning is, implied meaning is not taken, direct word meaning is taken. Kamini as woman and translated into English. But that is not the exact meaning of that, because it is common to all. So it may be man for woman, woman for man, or any kind of enjoyments, bodily enjoyments, other than spiritual enjoyments, company of devotees, taking the name of God, singing the names of God and bhajans, enjoying that, participating in these different bodily enjoyments, demands of flesh. So this makes the man bound to the enjoyment that is not able to take out the mind from enjoyments. And for the enjoyment's sake, he has to have lots of possessions. So this possession, Kanchana, the term Kanchana is used, all kinds of possessions it is meant. How do we come out of it? We seek higher enjoyments. We raise our consciousness to higher level of thing. How shall I serve others? Always one thing we have to keep in mind is, whatever you achieve in your life, try to utilize for the welfare of others. God has given bodily strength, intelligence, all capacities, power to love. All this you can utilize for your own fulfillment if it is necessary. And along with it, at least, you can sacrifice some amount of your possessions, what the faculties you have, what the possessions you have to give to others. You have learned something in school and college, try to teach a small boy. Give that education. Whatever you gain, little money you have got, wealth you have got, try to use some part of it at least to give to it others. So here you keep everything as God's and for the welfare of all. In that you use for yourself also. Don't deprive yourself, because your life is not a life of, everybody's life is not a life of sannyasa, where total sacrifice is there. I don't want anything. I've given up all enjoyments and I don't have any possessions. Whatever is there belongs to God, belongs to people, belongs to others, belongs to nature. And any moment I can disown it. It is not the case in the life of householders. In the life of householders, disown by making it belonging to God. All that, the whether family or wealth, everything belongs to God. And then you'll see there is a great transformation. Nature and God participating in your life. God becomes the center point, and you will not miss anything in the life. At the same time, doing all the duties of life and offering to God, you are constantly evolving towards your divinehood. So this is in case of sannyasis, of course. He gives up all enjoyments, even tasty food also he gives up. Minimum, just to keep the body alive for the sake of God, not even for the sake of others or society. Whatever he possesses, he uses for that, trying to see the divine in others. Because he is eating, he feels the others' hunger also. He shares. But otherwise, the only thing he is trying to see the divine, the God in a person whom he serves. Shiva Jnani Jiva Seva. So the what Kamini Kanchana term is used, woman and gold, that is any type of craving for enjoyments, base enjoyments and possessions. Needs have to be satisfied. Enjoyments are different from needs of the body, needs of the family, needs of the whatever the nature, small things that nature expects from us, God expects from us, that we have to offer to the divine and then keep going. So this is Sri Ramakrishna is telling, when these attachments for enjoyments and upper duties you will have to do, all legitimate enjoyments are permitted for you. Beyond that, when you start greedy, that is, mind is captured by it. It is not the what you do and how you do, but if mind is captured, it cannot think of the divine. You can never know that something is there inside. I am not this bodily existence. Each time you enjoy a worldly thing, you are insisting that you are body and not spirit. Each time you renounce and love others, the more you love others, more you serve others, more you sacrifice for others and for Mother Nature, you'll be more and more divine. Less and less body. Bodily existence has, then you'll see, if I'm not body, what am I? That spontaneously, as intuitive understanding, it comes, oh, the divine is within me. The divine is, God is within me. I have to go. I have to go. But all these things now nature's guidance, nature's power. It is like you are going by walk to your office, then you buy a cycle. In cycle, you can go much faster and save a lot of time. But drive energy also is yours. Cycling energy also is yours. Driving is also yours. But suppose you take a motor vehicle, then energy is not yours. Efforts is not yours. Only driving is yours. You are utilizing the nature's power and going without putting any effort on your side. So here also in spiritual life, when you move towards God, if you can utilize the nature's power, nature's plan is that. And nature has designed whole your system in such a way. If you tune to nature, you naturally go towards the divine. If you stay away from the nature, you don't even know where you have to go. Your vision is so small and fixed on the enjoyments and possessions that it can never think of the beyond, never think of death approaching also. So here we are taking the nature's help. So when does the nature's help come and God's participation come? Just a little call from your heart, understanding. And how do you do it? Along with the serving others, feeling for others. Feeling for others make you tune to nature, and nature's participation is there. When you start helping, praying for them, if you cannot do anything, God's participation will be there in your life. And you are driving, you is yours, energy is nature's. The pull on the other side, the beckoning, the light, the whole thing is of the divine. Under divine guidance, you are moving. Under divine guidance, you are moving with the energy of the nature, but you are moving yourself. So your participation is there, but nature is taking major part of your sadhana. So this is what Sri Ramakrishna is telling. Once you tune yourself, starting serving, practically serving others, then you will be in tune with the nature and you know, oh, God is there within. Because now, without your efforts, you are feeling the dispassion. Without your efforts, you are doing all your duties of life with great care and love. You are offering your love and care for all people for whom you are responsible, and also extending it to the people outside. So this transformation makes you understand some divine power is working, some divine help is coming. So Lord lives within me. This Lord lives within me is an intuitive understanding given by the divine. It is not, you don't get by searching in the internet, nor taking up the scriptures and reading. It comes from. So here Sri Ramakrishna is telling, you have to do a little sadhana till this attached to woman and gold goes away. Women and gold need not be thrown away, but attachment alone is to be thrown. How? By changing the attitude. Then likewise, the aspirant enjoys peace and calm after passing the waves and storm of woman and gold. Some are born with characteristics of the yogi. That is some kind of meditative moods, or contented within himself, not rushing towards the possessions or achievements of the world. He is contented, he does all things Suppose a boy is there, going to school, taking marks, studies, this, everything. But as an uninvolved participant, he is doing all things and is calm and always something beyond. His attention is something beyond. Some calmness he retains. Doesn't get agitated, doesn't get angry. These are things as normally. Then he has the traits of yogi. The moment he sees somewhere divine, you see, Sri Ramakrishna used to, wherever there is Harikatha, the singing the names and glories of God or Purana from the epics and all, somebody is explaining, telling, we call it Harikatha. Wherever it is there, is to run and sit. The tendencies you see, all want to run and play, eat and enjoy, but some are there whose attention is not there. Whatever mother gives, they eat, they enjoy also. But mind is not set on them. That mind is turned here. He participates, but not involved. But here he feels involved. They participate sometime in puja, worship, festivals, this, that, and all. But there is no clinging or attention given to the divine. These people's attention is on the divine. When these are the traits of a yogi, to remain calm, unaffected, use wisdom everywhere, love for beings. These are the signs of yogi. They are born with the characteristic of yogi, but they too should be careful. It is woman, and because he is born, when a person is born, there is some forces working from behind. That means there are two things. One is their karma, sukha dukkha are equal always. It may be small quantity or big quantity. The papa punya are equal when a person gets a human body. Otherwise, he will be having an animal body or some devata body or something other than human body according to the merits and demerits. Now, here you see it is the, apart from the merit and demerit, papa punya, there is a tendency. The tendencies. They are born with certain tendencies. They may be yogic, but apart from their own traits, they inherit parental traits, what their parents are. And after getting birth, they move about in the world and start absorbing the characteristics of the surroundings. So you'll see they are born with this tendency, but influences may be different. And because Papa Punya are equal, the desire for enjoyments, and this one may be in small quantities, but the Sukha and Dukkha to be experienced may also force the tendencies to turn any direction. But they should be careful. It is woman and gold alone that is obstacle. It makes them deviate from the path of yoga and drags them into worldliness. Small things. Once a remote past memory brought once to mind becomes a fresh memory, as if it has happened yesterday. Any small enjoyments, it is watered again, it gets new shoots and leaves. It is becoming afresh, it is becoming strong. So he must be careful, like Latu Maharaj. He used to keep his eyes closed and see whether early morning after getting up till Sri Ramakrishna stands in front of him when he was still a boy and coming to Sri Ramakrishna in those days when Sri Ramakrishna was still alive at Dakshineshwar. In those days, he used to sleep sometime with there itself. Later on, he started living with Sri Ramakrishna to help him. So he used to close his eyes night, and before he wakes up, he want to see Sri Ramakrishna. So he was asked, "Are you here? Are you here? Where are you? Come, come! I have to open my eyes." And Sri Ramakrishna would come running and stand before him. "Look, I am here. Open your eyes." Like that, when Kama Krodha comes, or any fear comes, anxiety comes, "Mother, mother, see, again enemy has come. Enemy has come." I heard this from one of the old Swamis, how he could overcome lust and greed, or desire for small enjoyments also. The moment a thought comes, "Mother, mother, mother, come, 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 see my enemy has come, Kama has come, the desire for eating has come," he will shout. And till that mother, he feels that mother has come and held the hand, he'll be shouting loudly, nobody can hear from within. From within, he'll be calling on mother, as if shouting and calling mother. So that is how the yogi has to protect. One thing we need is protection. One thing we need is movement forward. That's why we see in our ashrama also, for vanaprasthis and all, a special mantra Holy Mother Sharda Devi is given for the vanaprasthis for their protection. One thing we need is protection from all dangers and fears. As the old age comes, so many things appear. Where is protection for us? Who will protect us? We have left the home and hearth also and come away. So some protection is necessary. One is from the fear, from the internal enemies. Nothing should happen. And for safe living in the world, we need protection. From all sides, from everything we need protection. Other thing is to move forward to the divine. Our Ishtadi mantra takes care of our movement towards the divine. If it is done with great love, calmly sitting, sometime or the other, whenever we get leisure in our life, of renunciation, vanaprasthis and all, they can sit whenever they are free, instead of paying attention here, there, or discussing something unwanted, avoidable. Then they can just call on. While talking also, the japa can go on. We keep on moving towards the divine. All these things which we discuss about food or problems of the thing, nothing will remain, it will go away. But it killed our time and went away. It kept us detached from God and went away. Instead of that, while talking also, if the inner current is going on, underwater current is going on of the divine, you are safe. So that one part of evolution towards divine, I have to keep going towards God. I must be protected from this world. So Thakur Mother will be there always, one leading you towards your goal, other protecting you from this world. They too should be careful. woman and gold alone is the obstacle. It makes them deviate from the path of yoga and drags into worldliness. So this we overcome by dependence on God, calling on God with great um, longing of the heart. Perhaps they have some desire for enjoyment. After fulfilling their desire, they again direct their minds to God and thus recover their former state of mind fit for the practice of yoga. If at all there is a slight deviation, many times we see sadhakas, suddenly they are doing all sadhanas, there is suddenly it starts abating, decreasing, and they get interested in something outside. It need not be bad at all time. It can be good also. Something drags them and takes away. Suppose studies, they want to suddenly do some intense studies or something. They are peacefully doing sadhana. They think we may have to now go for some deep studies. And they stop the sadhana, and by the time this is a deviation, because he sees other people who are well versed in scriptures and all are talking about, he finds the interest in that. And all are um, enjoying some kind of pleasures like playing, mm, evening, or sitting and talking freely. He was totally immersed in sadhana. He sees others are sitting and talking something. Good things, but time is wasted. It is taken away by good things. And similarly, play. While doing this, if it is necessary, suppose for health you may have to walk or play, but your sadhana should not stop. This is the protection you need. You are moving with people, the people words that falls in the ears should not disturb you. It must be just touching the ear, going away. Your interest, your depth must be so strong that you are not affected by anything of this. This is what we see. The, there may be digression sometime. That's a temporary phase of, then again, after seeing, going through play or this studies or something, or even the small enjoyments of the world, he immediately repents. Oh, my time is gone. What did I do? Why did I go away? Oh, let me take back. And the small desires will be washed away forever. And they take this again the path. Because he is speaking about a person who is born with yogic traits, characteristics of yogi, fit for practice of yoga. Even people who are born with the traits of yoga may lose the path, but they will go back. Many incidents we see in Holy Mother's life here, there, people going away and after some time coming back. So Sri Ramakrishna is insisting on this. One thing is to be free from the bonds that bind you to the world and to your own bodily existence and ego. The bodily existence demands enjoyment. Ego wants so many things to the appreciations, the social status, power, and all this. Everybody must obey me, such things. And these two things mainly, and possessions, mine. So try to give this up without giving up your duties of life, without shirking off your responsibilities of the family and other things. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.